It's just learning to enjoy all the little things that life hands you.
She was small. She was 1 pound, 2 ounces. I mean, her legs were probably smaller than my pinky.
She could wear my wedding rings around her ankle and they dangled. Yeah, she was very small.
It's definitely been life-changing. We started out with Julie having a normal pregnancy. Everything looked good.
I didn't swell. I wasn't excessively tired like a lot of mothers with preeclampsia are. I felt fine. Around 20 weeks, I started developing unsafe levels of high blood pressure. On March 7th, we were going in for a regular doctor's appointment, and when they did the ultrasound, you could tell that it wasn't what they wanted to see and that they had to take her right then. She was born within the next hour.
Right off the bat, they said, she seems to be doing very well. She seems to be fighting very well. And it was definitely a roller coaster ride from there.
We could not hold her initially. We could reach our hands in and touch her. So it was probably, I would say, almost a month before I got to hold her. The little preemies, they just need time to grow. They just need time to rest and grow, and that's what the ventilator allowed her to do.
At that point, they thought her lungs were good enough to breathe on her own, but every time they extubated her, she'd go 4 or 5 hours and her airway would close off. So we knew that was a possibility, but it still didn't make it any easier when they said, hey, we have to put a trach in.
It scared me. I wanted to do everything with her that other mothers were getting to do with their babies. I felt like it was so limiting, and it was just such a step back. But really, it has not limited her at all. She crawls, she learned to walk, she is climbing and getting into everything.
If you're doing something, she wants to help. If she doesn't get to help, she's not happy.
We take her to the beach. She's been to Disney World. She's all over the place. We do everything with that trach. We try our hardest not to let it stop her at all. We come back for regular checkups. We see the pulmonologist, and we see ENT, and then we see GI, and then we also see the high-risk team. She recently just had a surgery to reconstruct her airway, and she'll have to go back in several times just to make sure that everything that they did in the reconstruction surgery, that it's holding up. And then from there, we will probably start looking and talking about taking the trach out.
Just to hear her cry again. The last time we heard her cry, she was weeks old.
That is the plan, that's the goal. If it doesn't happen, that's okay too.
Either it breaks you or makes you, and with me and Julie, it just made us closer.
When you're faced with a baby that's born and they're so little and tiny and they have to grow in the NICU instead of with you, it's scary. And I just want to let other parents know that it's okay.
There is light at the end of the tunnel. Oh, fist bump?
Bigger picture is that she obviously keeps growing and thriving like she does, and that she grows up, goes to school, has friends, does all the things that other kids do, and yet still remaining a unique person with this big story behind her, because she does have such a big story. And I think that they're stronger people for it. They are stronger little people when they come out of it, and I don't think that she has anything that's going to stop her or get in her way of doing anything in this world.